Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. This is a nasal spray. A nasal spray can be steroid nasal spray, decongestant nasal spray, or it can be antihistamine nasal spray. Today I am going to talk about steroid nasal spray, its mechanism of action, the drugs that are used as steroid nasal spray, its side effects, and the precautions to follow to avoid these side effects, and the appropriate method for application of steroid nasal spray. So what are the steroid drugs that are used as nasal spray? The drugs are fluticasone propionate, fluticasone furoate, mometasone, beclomethasone, triamcinolone, budesonide. So what are the conditions these steroid sprays are used for? Steroid nasal sprays are used for allergic rhinosinusitis, chronic rhinosinusitis with nasal polyposis, for rhinitis medicamentosa, in the postoperative period of allergic fungal rhinosinusitis. It is the most effective monotherapy for the treatment of nasal bronchitis. How do these nasal spray work? They inhibit the migration of inflammatory cells into the nasal mucosa and thus prevents late phase allergic reaction. These steroid nasal spray are advantageous because they have very less systemic absorption, thus devoid of systemic side effect. Fluticasone and mometasone have very less systemic absorption, thus it can be used in the pediatric age groups from the age of 2 to 4 years. But minor growth retardation has been seen in case of children who are using beclomethasone nasal spray. These sprays have some potential side effects like dryness of the nose, irritation of the nose, epistaxis, and very rarely it can cause septal perforation. It can also promote the growth of fungus. To avoid the side effect of epistaxis and septal perforation, it should be used with proper method. When you are using the spray for left nostril, you have to hold the spray with right hand. Then it is inserted into the nose and directed to the lateral sides towards the lateral canthus of the eye. Then the first spray is administered. When you need to administer a second spray into the same nostril, it is now directed towards the medial canthus of the eye. Similarly, when you are using a steroid spray in the right nostril, then you have to hold the spray with left hand and you have to direct towards the lateral canthus of the eye for the first spray and towards the medial canthus of the eye for the second spray. This lateral direction of the spray prevents the septum from the insult of the steroid spray, thus helps to prevent the potential risk of septal perforation. When a patient needs a steroid spray to be used chronically, then he should give a break of 1 to 2 weeks every 2 to 3 months. When a steroid nasal spray is started in an allergic rhinitis patient, it can induce sneezing in the first few days. Patient may think that medication is not working and may give up using it. Physician should counsel the patient not to give up the spray while experiencing the initial days of sneezing. It takes about 2 weeks for steroid spray to exert its full effect. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.